Hey guys, BaoZakeruga here. Today I'm giving you 5 major things and 5 minor things I personally want to see in Pokemon Sun and Moon. And this is going to be an unscripted video, so expect lots of awkward pauses throughout this whole thing. So, straight off the bat, I'm going to start with all the minor things first. And the first one is changeable backgrounds during battle. So, in X and Y, you only had one background, at least to my knowledge. You know, that blue cyber field. And I got so sick of that background. It's plain, there's nothing exciting going on, it's just bland. One of the minor things I liked about the Pokemon Stadium games is that you could change the backgrounds in free battles, and it just added a little bit more to the battles, and I don't think that's too hard to implement in these games, so why not see it? And the next one is also battle related. The option to not see your opponent's Pokemon before the battle starts. This was a thing before Gen 4, I want to say. I think it was Gen 5 where they started doing this, where you would see your opponent's Pokemon before the battle. Now that's good for strategic players, you know, expect what's coming and make your choices based off that. But for more casual fans like myself, I like the element of surprise of what my opponent has and not knowing. And it just makes battles more fun for me personally. You know, just add an option to see it or not. I don't think it's that hard to implement, so, you know, yeah, make it a thing. Number 3, no event Pokemon. I guess you could consider this a major one, but for me it's kind of minor. Event Pokemon I've never liked. One big reason is that the main life of a Pokemon game for me is usually at the very start. You know, you see all these new Pokemon, they're so fresh in your mind, new adventure, all that. But event Pokemon, they come out, you know, a year, 2 years later after the game comes out. And the initial hype just isn't there anymore. You know, you're still playing the game, you're doing online battles and all that, but that initial hype of seeing new Pokemon just is not there. Plus, in this day and age with the internet, people are going to see them online whether you probably want to or not, so no event Pokemon, just put all the Pokemon in the game, there from the get-go, make them available, no going to Toys R Us for codes or none of that anymore. Yeah. Number 4, I think a lot of you want this one, Pokemon follow you. Big thing in, well, big, small, up to interpretation from Heart Gold, Soul Silver, all the Pokemon in the game could follow you. Very small detail, but it added, what's the word I'm looking for? It added immersion to the game. You know, you're on an adventure, and one of your Pokemon can just follow you around everywhere, whether that be like a little Zigzagoon or a freaking Rayquaza. And I've seen hacks do this with the newer games, so I really don't see why this is not a thing anymore. Just give us a sprite of every Pokemon, let it follow us. I don't think it's that much to ask for with like the rest of these, but yeah. And number 5 for the minor changes is 6-on-6 random online battles. Now this kind of goes back to the you being a more casual fan of online battles, but 3-on-3 sometimes just don't cut it for me. I would like the option to face random people online 6 versus 6 without having to manually go online to get someone's friend code to set up a battle. So yeah, 6-on-6 battles, random. I think it would be fun without having to do triple battles. Or do I do like triple battles? But yeah, 6-on-6, single, yeah. And now for the major additions I want to see. I don't think these are too crazy. I had one crazy one, but I removed it for something else. But yeah. First one, major post-game. Biggest problem I had with X and Y. No post-game content really whatsoever besides the looker quest. Main thing that kept me coming back to Gen 3 Emerald version was the Battle Frontier. Why the Battle Frontier was not in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I have no freaking idea, but I need something to come back in Sun and Moon to get me to keep playing the offline portion of the game and not just like breeding for shinies and competitive Pokemon and all that. So yes, major post-game content, give me a Battle Frontier, give me something like the Looker Quest, some new storyline, give me something. Next, something I've wanted since we've got online trading, and that is reverse search trading. Now what I mean by that is, you know how when you go to the Global Trade Center and you'll look up Heatmore, and this person will say, for my Heatmore I want a line noon. Okay, but a reverse search would be, okay, you have this line noon to trade, so you can go online and see who all wants a line noon and what they're offering for it. So instead of searching for a Pokemon you want and hoping you have it, will have what they want for it, you will search a Pokemon you have and what people want for that. It would make trading a lot more feasible, I guess you could say, a lot less of a headache. And also, this is kind of ties into this. I guess this would make it number 6, but something else that didn't cross my mind that I want to see. Something that makes it so it removes trades from the GTS, like they want like a level 5 Palkia for like a shiny Zigzagoon or something. You know, things that are impossible to find. It's just pretty much people showing off that, hey, I have this and you can't get it because this Pokemon doesn't exist legally. So yeah, please remove that. Main problem is that takes up way too much space on the GTS. I shouldn't have to go searching for, you know, a Kyogre or something and they all want level 5 Mews or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, number 2 or number 3, whatever. No HMs. I've been barking up this tree since probably Gen 2 or 3, but I want HMs gone from the game. They add no fun for me. I've seen hacks do this perfectly. Pokemon Insurgents, you either get a key item that lets you do the function like surfing or flying or whatever, or you know, it can give you the option of using a Pokemon move if you want. But I don't like HM moves. I don't like the fact that they take up a slot and can't be deleted without the move deleter. I just think the whole cut move boulders thing is kind of played out at this point, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. And I really think it's finally time in Gen 7 to finally get rid of HMs, or at least make them freaking key items now. Come on, 2016, just stop. Next thing, number 4. Over 150 new Pokemon. Okay, this one might be asking a bit much, but there were so few Pokemon in X and Y, not including Mega Evolutions, which I kind of count as forms and not new Pokemon per se, that it was just disappointing. It's like, I went into X and Y semi-blind, and one of the things I didn't know was how many new Pokemon there were. And I was kind of confused going through the game because I saw like 1, maybe 2 new Pokemon are out. I'm like, where are all the new Pokemon? And then I decided to go online just to see, and I can't remember the exact amount, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was what, 60, 70 new Pokemon in X and Y, which is the shortest we've had ever. And it was just a massive disappointment. It's like, that was a bummer from that point on in the game. And it was also the fact that they revealed Pokemon before the X and Y's release that we knew about, to the point where there was only I won't say a handful, but a few dozen that we didn't see beforehand, you know. But yeah, so over 150 new Pokemon is feasible, although this is the shortest development time, I'm pretty sure, of a new Pokemon game. So out of all these, this is the one probably the least most likely to happen. Honestly, I'd take 100, just not under 100 this time, because a new Pokemon generation, one of the biggest things is new Pokemon. So yeah. And number 5. This one, I'm not sure where it would lie on the spectrum of most likely to happen or most likely to not happen, but a new engine. And the reason I said that before is that, once again, probably the shortest development period for a new Pokemon game. It's been what, 3 years since X and Y? And yeah, not enough time to make new Pokemon, a new engine, all this other stuff. But I guess you could also say that, you know, this is a new game, so they kind of have to make a new engine. But then again, I'm kind of worried that they're just going to modify the X and Y engine a little, which is not what I want. I put over 700 hours into Gen 6. I don't want to see any Gen 6 anymore. I don't want to see that engine anymore. I am tired of it. In Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, that was one of the main things that bugged me. Although it's kind of my fault because, like I said, I put over 700 hours into X and Y. It was just X and Y with the reskin basically, and yeah, kind of ruined my excitement for the game a bit. And yeah, I would love to see a new engine. I'm really hoping there is. We haven't seen any gameplay yet, of course, but from the concept art, it's looking kind of Gen 6-y, but once again, it's just concept art, it's not gameplay, so we really don't know. But as of right now, that is my biggest worry for these games, and I just hope Game Freak comes through for me on that. But yeah, 10 minutes of me talking straight about Pokemon and just things I want to see in Sun and Moon. Like I said, this was a kind of unscripted video. I was just going off bullet points and expanding on them as I went along. Hope it was coherent enough for you guys to follow, and I hope you enjoyed. I want to know what you guys want to see in Sun and Moon. Maybe you want, I don't know, a new type of evolution, like we don't have enough already. Maybe you want quadruple battles. Maybe you want a new type, who knows? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear it. I will respond. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.